I had to sign an alarm for myself because I'm on some intergalactic fuckery. That's right. I'm late. I am late. I am late. Listen. Man, listen. My daughter was trying out for drill team. I had to drive back, but she didn't eat. Well, it don't matter. I was late. So, hey, I get the siren. The intergalactic fuckery, that's right. I'm guilty. I'm guilty. Yep. I could have spent home. You know what I'm saying? But I don't speed. I don't want no tickets. I don't want no problem with the law, because you know what happens to black men when they get pulled over. Now, if they shoot niggas for running to the police for help, I can only imagine what they're gonna do with me and with two little dark assailants with me as well, my kids. They're going to kill all of us, so I'm driving as slow as I possibly can. I'm trying to make sure I'm following all the rules of the road, because Mr. Brown, Brother Hatim, don't want no trouble, man. Now, first things first, I want to welcome y'all, man, to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Now, this is the show, Tribal Quotes, and I want to say congratulations to those that's been struggling with me, man. We done made it to day 87. Can you believe it? And the proverbs and the quotes that we going to be dropping off today are going to be ridiculous, man. Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all, it's going to be life-changing for some of y'all, right? Because these proverbs and quotes are incredible. All right? Now, next. So, this is a Heart of a Simba production. And you know the rules. We strive to blow up those old paradigms. Blow them to smithereens. Blow them to kingdom come. Just blow them up. Blow them up. You know. Hey. And we also identify that as intergalactic fuckery or that West Asian fuckery. Y'all know the type of fuckery I'm talking about, right? Yo, so those that want to be with me when I'm crushing this fuckery that's going on in the world, right? All you got to do is tune in to An Empire of Our Own, which is a new show which comes from a nation builder's perspective. I figured somebody had to take the time and look at the news in the way that it needed to be looked at, right? So, for those that's interested in joining the conversation that's about to go down, hit me up at 614-556-4535. Once again, that's 614-556-4535. I'm going to paste that and shoot that out over my Hootsuite. You know what I'm saying? For those that don't know, like I said, I'm upgrading and learning new things every day, and each of us should learn new things every day. So I learned something new. I figured out something new about Hootsuite. It wasn't that they was hiding it from me. It was sitting right there in my face, so I had to figure out how to use it, right? So that's where I'm at now. I'm trying to figure out how to use it, and I'm going to master using it, right? Because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? I get good. We get real good at stuff, right? I'm trying to fit everything onto one screen. So right now, just for those interested, I'm using Hootsuite, right? And on Hootsuite, I'm able to have, I got all my major timelines on one page. I'm not bullshit. I'm telling you the truth. I got all my major timelines on one plate. All my major timelines. I got my. It's incredible. It's incredible what you can do nowadays, right? But hey, that's neither here nor there. All right. So first off, before we jump off into it, I am going to play my sponsor's commercial.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
That's right, spread the word. You heard it, Gye-Nyame Journey. Also, Gye-Nyame Journey Energy, and we are consultants with Ambit, and we can help you save energy. I just need everybody to know that anyone who signs up with Ambit Energy instantly has the ability to start earning free energy. That's why I said 15 free energy. If you are able to bring in 15 friends in with you, you get your energy for free. Alright? Now, the only thing is you just got to refer 15 friends and we'll help you. I mean, I'll help you get them, right? So listen, allow us to save you money. Allow us to save you money. And at the same time, with saving you money, you're helping our organization, right? You're helping us to grow with this whole media piece. You're helping us grow with the camp. As a matter of fact, we got a field trip coming up on the 26th. We should be going to the Underground Railroad Museum. I hope we take it about 20 kids. Royalty planned it out. So, hey, give him a round of applause. So we still out here hustling. Be on the listen or the lookout for our next fish fry because it's gonna be jumping off. Hey, we moving. Sometimes we move slow. Sometimes we hit bumps. We hit curves. But we keep on moving, and that's a beautiful thing. So now, let me put on my music. We're going to the Ancestor Flow today. So here we go. I'm back. I just wanted y'all to get it. That's by Mr. Deity. That's Ancestor Flow 2. Alright, so now here we go. Check 1, check 2. This is my freestyle. I'm turning my mic up just a little bit so I could go hard wild. But before we jump into the proverbs and the quotes, because we got some real good ones today, I want to share with y'all some of the fuckery that I'm gonna be going through in the morning. I mean, already I didn't even get to work. I wasn't able to get to work good before my timeline just started sizzling. You know what I'm saying? But of course, Donald Trump is leading the whole shit. You know what I'm saying? It's conspiracy. They just trying to get me to blow this show up, right? And I guess Trump is I'm gonna ride Trump's ass just like he rode all those gamblers to wealth. I'm gonna ride Trump's ass, right? So tomorrow we're gonna talk about David Banner has out some music. He has out a mixtape on YouTube, man. It is incredible. He called it Before the Box because he about to bring out the God Box in May. Listen, if you have not listened to this, go to the timeline and listen to it. It's hot, all right. But we'll talk a little bit more. I'm gonna fill you in on it when you tune in the morning, right? All right. We got North Korea once again in the news. I'm gonna hit them motherfuckers hard. You know they about to get it, right? You know right? I can't say that's that West, that's the Asian fuckery, but hey, they get that. They on that shit right there, right? Pay attention. I'm sorry, I'm not done. I am not done. Mr. Brown is not done, right? Here we go. NASA is about to send a huge ship. NASA about to do a fire drill. Tune in or go to the timeline and read about it. Jaden Smith is in the news. Yup, Yep, and guess what? Guess what he gets in the morning? Hey. That's right. I'm sorry, Will and Jada. I'm sorry, Will and Jada. I'm sorry, but if my son was on some fuckery, I would hope that y'all would do the same thing. I'm going to talk about Mr. Jaden Smith tomorrow. Yep. And he's going to get the siren, right? All right, we got something on meditation. We got news on Ghana. You know what I'm saying? About it becoming a terror target. You know what I'm saying? We got to watch that. You know what I'm saying? We got doctors prescribing opiates and more meditation that helps with that. We got superworms. Tune in tomorrow and hear about these superworms. And I'm not talking about the one in my pants. I'm talking about the superworms, right? You can come find out about it. Cornel West. I'm going to try to play that tomorrow because Cornel West tore your girl up. Hillary Clinton. You know what I'm saying? Hey. Man. Oh. And then after this one, I'm done because we go on and on. I mean, my timeline is just going crazy, man. I can't help it, man. It's just craziness, right? But hold on. Oh, I'm on. Okay, cool. I got a couple more. I can do it. We got man attack African American because he's allergic to black people. Oh, you know he gonna get it, right? You know he is going to get it. Tune in. Do you don't? I'm gonna be tired. I'm gonna be grumpy, and I'm gonna be in rare form tomorrow because we got this white man on my timeline that got a nigga allergy. I won't. He go. Oh Lord, have mercy. Hold on. Oh my God. He gonna get it. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna tear his ass up. He gonna get it. All right, here we go. Hey. Then we got King. Black Americans are upholding white supremacy. Trump. So hey, they might get it too. Now. So, and now I put this on my timeline. This is DJ Academic. He talks about Young Thug says, it's about Young Thug and DJ Academics give you a real good inside look of what's going on in the rap world, right? So those of you that have young people that are tuning in to rap music, you're gonna want to tune in tomorrow. Well, I ain't gonna do it, but you go to my timeline, you can click on that, you get that information. So now let's get into what we came here to do. Let's do what we came to do. We're going to talk about these proverbs and quotes. Come on, y'all. Let's talk about proverbs and quotes. Let's talk about proverbs and quotes, right? All right. So today, those that don't know, we come from Gye-Nyame Journey Workbook, Tribal Quotes, compiled by Brother Hatim. Now I wrote the beginning, tell you how to use it over the 90-day period that you're supposed to use it. This is a program that can help you change your life. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? The person that's working with you, self-mastery coach, the motivator, the inspirator, the inspirer, or whoever you're working with, the pastor, they don't make the change. You make the change. These people outside yourself just give you the information and the inspiration and sometimes the kick in the ass to make the change, right? So I try to provide you with tools so that you can do that very thing, change your life. And then once you are able to change your life, you'll be able to help other people change their lives, right? And it's each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? So let's get down to it, because I don't know if y'all really ready for these, man. But yo, before we get started, you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am Brother Hatim. This is a Heart of a Simba production. The show you are now listening to is called Tribal Quotes, and we are on day 87. And in this day, on this very day, the 87th day of us doing Tribal Quotes, I'm going to blow up your old paradigms. I'm going to shatter them to 1,000 pieces. I'm going to blow them to kingdom come. I'm going to light them on fire. I'm going to help you make the changes that you want. I'm going to blast through that old program, and I'm going to... I don't know if it's because I'm sleep deprived or what, but I'm having a good time tonight, and I hope you're having a good time with me. And you know what? I ain't even got no me. I think I might put on a song and run upstairs and give me some me, but nah, we're gonna jump right into these. We're gonna jump right into them. Day 87. He dares to be a fool, and that is the first step in the direction of wisdom. That's by James Hunniker. To believe in something and not live it is dishonest. That is Mohandas Gandhi. You cannot sit on the road to success, for if you do, you will get run over. Anonymous. Alright, so I'm thinking of a number. Hold on. Hey, Vicky. Pick a number between 1 and 3. She said 1. Alright. He dares to be a fool, and that is the first step in the direction of wisdom. Alright, now I want y'all to think about that one, right? Ponder it for a second. Go into deep thought about it. That's it. Because I know some of y'all, when you think about that, you like, Brother Hatim, that's that fuckery right there. That's confusing, man. You keep on telling us to seek wisdom. But to get to wisdom, we got to make mistakes. To make a mistake is, and often in a lot of people's eyes, is to be seen as a fool. In order for us to get better and become the best at what we do, we have to be willing to stumble. We have to be willing to fall. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I heard somebody ask this question. You know, they said, you know, when a child is learning to walk, what would happen to the child if the child just said, I give up? You know what I'm saying? Or learning to talk, I quit. You know what I'm saying? See, we got to have that type of fervor because the child don't care who's looking at it. And what's crazy is when a child makes a mistake, when a baby makes a mistake, we're quick to congratulate them and give them words of it to move them in a positive direction. I'm guilty of this too. But when it comes to older people, it's like, oh, you fool, you shouldn't be making mistakes. And then some of us get so caught up, see, because in my youth, one of the things that stopped me, I felt that I was supposed to be able to do everything good. If I couldn't do it good right away, I didn't want to do it no more. And I'm trying to make sure my kids ain't like that, right? Because one thing that made me happy today, my daughter Gina, she's trying out for the drill team. And when she was coming out there, it's like, Mr. Brown, she would be better suited for cheerleading because she liked to do cartwheel. She cartwheel like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Do splits and all that. And she looked at me. I said, Gina, would you rather do cheerleading? She looked at me and she said, no, I want to be on drill team. You know what I'm saying? And the piece is, she didn't care that what other people thought she should be doing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know if that's just the stubbornness in her, being stubborn. I don't know. But the piece that I'm happy about is she's not scared, or at least she don't appear in front of me to be scared to fail. You know what I'm saying? We all got to be willing to stick our neck out sometime. A lot of us, we don't make any progress in our lives because we're not willing to stick our necks out, right? We're too scared to stick our necks out. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, if we are going to grow, if we are going to become more powerful, if we're going to become masters, we got to be willing to make mistakes. Like one of the things that I found out about apprentices is like back in the day when we used to apprenticeship, if you was coming in to be a somebody learn about shoes, they would have old cuts of leather that they would give you to allow you to make your mistakes. Allow you to make a fool of yourself. Allow you to be embarrassed because you weren't able to get it. But only through moving through the embarrassment and working through the embarrassment can we develop the skills, develop the know-how to become the best at what we do. Right? So all we try to do with the journey is to push you towards mastery. And we trying to get our community to get back into a concept of mastery. Because I want y'all to understand that the one piece that I'm seeing in this world that bothers me is that everybody is being pushed to be a jack of all trades. When I went to college, they did not immediately let me get into what I wanted to be or what I thought I wanted to be. I had to go through all this other shit. Right? Y'all, you think about it. A lot of the money that you spend for college, at least the first 2 years, was spent trying to get through some courses that you didn't want to take in the first fucking place. I didn't want to take Swahili. I mean, I'm kind of grateful that I did. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't want to take no Swahili. Put me straight into the classes. Immerse me into it. Let me see somebody in the field that I want to be. Let me put me around somebody that did this shit. I want to try to get in and master. We don't do that no more. What we got to do, we got this liberal thing. You know, you need to do a little bit of this and be able to do a little bit of that. You know what I'm saying? I got a saying. I say, hey, some of y'all want to be jacks of all trades, but I want to be a master so all the jacks can work for me. I want my kids to be masters so all you jacks can work for them. Right? You know what I'm saying? This is why when people approach me about the journey, I'm like, what is it that you want to do? You know what I'm saying? So I can help you become the best at what you do, and I can focus on being the best at what I do. I help people become the best at what they do. That's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I'm like a thug genie. Let me know what you want, I can help you get it. Right? You know what I'm saying? So those people that start by helping me with the journey, right? What can you do? What do you want to do that can help facilitate me doing my shows? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't mind doing it with the noise. I don't mind doing it with all this, you know, with all my kids can be running. Because sometimes if I'm doing it in the daytime, my kids can be running through screaming and shit. That I'm in the zone. It don't matter. I'm going to make mistakes. I'm going to have mistakes going on behind me. I don't mind being a fool. Because I know that I learn each time I do it. So he said he dares to be a fool. And that is the first step in the direction of wisdom. But better yet, let's say he dares to be a fool, and that is the first step in the direction of being a master. Come here, Mosh. All right, cool. You don't want to say, you always want to get on the mic. Come on. Come around here and say what's up. What's up? They can't hear you. You got to say it up here. Come on. You want to get on the mic? Say what's up. What's up? Say hello, world. Hello, world. All right. Don't handle your business. Get ready for bed. All right, so now we are. Did I told you. See, we got to blow up those thoughts that the old world gave us. The old world told us that we weren't supposed to make mistakes. The old world told us that we were supposed to be perfect. But the only perfection is mistakes. The only way you reach perfection is through mistakes. And even if there is such thing as perfection, it don't look like we think it looks. You know what I'm saying? The road to perfection is built on the dust of it. Let's put it this way. The road to perfection is built upon the bricks that were made from the dust of our failures. Listen. Change your mind state. Change your children's mind state. Like I got parents that come to the school and say, my child don't get nothing but A's. Well, mine get A's, B's, C's, D's, sometimes F's. You know what I'm saying? Because I encourage them to try new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I taught my son Vedic math. My son struggled through math. He knew his timetable, but he struggled through math trying to do Vedic math. He messed up some of his grades because he was experimenting with Vedic math in class. His mama was mad at him probably, but I wasn't, because I understand. And, you know, boom, it's school, it's practice. You know what I'm saying? finally.
Every day on the phone.
Girl, you see me on my show. What you want to talk about?
I want to talk about mommy.
Okay. Go talk to your mommy then.
No.
Let me do my show. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? Well, anyway, back to what I was saying. So, he was experimenting with Vedic math. And people are like, well, dang, he messed up his grade. But he learned how not to use Vedic math. Do you understand? I mean, y'all don't understand. Look, when you are trying to discover something new, you are usually going down a path that nobody else went down before. So you got to get used to being unsure. You got to get used to being unsteady. Go on, get down, girl. Get down, please. Go in with your mom, please. See, I'm being nice to you, right? Don't make me get mean. Get in there and sit down and be quiet, please. All right. So, now. So, when you are trying to discover something new or create something new, you have to put yourself on a path that nobody has ever traveled, which means that you're going to be lost a lot of times. So, while you're practicing, you got to practice you got to put yourself in situations where you can practice handling being lost, handling being uncomfortable. That's how you move to the next level. That's what they mean by dare to be a fool. Right? You got to dare to be a fool. You got to dare to push yourself beyond your limits. You got to dare to stretch yourself. All right, let's move on. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatim, and this is a Heart of a Simple production, where we strive to blow up the old paradigms. That's right. So here we go. All right. So we're going to move right down the line. To believe in something and not live it is dishonest. How many of us know people like this? You know what I'm saying? Really, how many of us work in fields with people who spout things and spout facts and spout protocol that they truly don't believe in? How many of us are living lives that we truly don't believe in? That we don't, you know what I'm saying? We talk about lives that we want to live, but we can't and we don't live them. We really don't want to, but we think that's what everybody expects of us. You know what I'm saying? The fact of the matter is, listen to me. If you believe it, you got to live it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, it's like it seems I attract and run into people who just want to be on the fringes of what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? They want to hang around the fringes, and when the shit start getting hard and the shit start getting complicated, and they have to be put in a situation where they are made to look like a fool or make mistakes, they can't do it. Right? So, like, for example, in Gye-Nyame, there's a whole curriculum to learn, right? But a lot of people don't want to learn curriculum. Why? Because they're scared to fail. They're scared to mess up. Because the only way you're going to get it is to mess up. The only way I got it was to mess up. I had to stumble my way through it to create the shit. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people just want you to hand them shit. They don't want to have to work. They want the microwave revolution. They want the microwave success. They want the microwave happiness. They want the microwave relationships. Let me tell you something about shit that you microwave. It breaks down and breaks easily, and most times is not healthy for you. Right? If it comes fast, it don't last. If it comes slow, it's good to go. This is why I could continuously do my show, right? I could continuously do my show and be like, shit, it's cool. Because if it comes slow, it's good to go, right? I made it to college over a certain, I won't say how many years it took me to go and get my bachelor's degree. You know what I'm saying? I won't say how many years it took me to get my bachelor's, but it came slow. But I got it. Right? You see what I'm saying? I didn't rush through and got it, but when I finally got it, I was real good at what I did. So I could step out and I could really start making a living. I could start surviving. Let me put that, I could make a survival. I wasn't really living. But you know, because the field I chose to work with people, y'all know this for a fact. When you work with people, you don't pay a lot of money. At least not in the system. So you got to find other ways, like what I'm doing right here, right now. Because some of y'all right now are listening to me like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Boom, maybe it's something I'm waking up in you. Right? I ain't even going to say try. I live what the fuck I talk about. You know what I'm saying? It's like to believe in something. I believe and I love my people, man. I believe in y'all, man. And I believe in us, man. I believe that there's nothing we can't do. It's just that we're so far from the center. We're pulling away from the center so quickly because in America we was told about this thing called the nuclear family, and we was told that each of us need to have our own house, and we was told that that education was the key to success, and we're still being told some of these same things, which is in fact a bunch of bullshit. Hold on, it's fuckery. It's intergalactic fuckery. It's intergalactic fuckery. It's destroying our families. It's destroying our relations. It's keeping us broke so that we don't have money to build. You know what I'm saying? I remember living in my grandmother's house when my mom moved to Columbus, and actually before my mom moved to Columbus, I was living in and out of my grandmother and grandfather's house. And my grandmother and grandfather always had a house full, right? So they would, I would have uncles that lived with my grandparents for years, stack up money and buy a house. You know what I'm saying? We don't even think like that no more. You know what I'm saying? We think that we can actually go out and get an apartment right out of high school, and then all of a sudden the money's going to magically appear for us. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to have family houses. That's the one thing that I miss about my grandmother's house, man. My grandmother's house, I knew it was always there. My grandmother's number, if I didn't know nobody else's number, I knew I could call my grandmother's house and somebody would pick up the phone. You know what I'm saying? I want that type of security for my kids. You know what I'm saying? That's why, I see people bouncing around with cell phone numbers. I be having problems with that shit. I done had the same cell phone number for them. Matter of fact, I done had my cell phone number so long that the company that I'm with look at me and wonder how I had this number so long, because my number is older than the company. I've been with the company before the company existed. They bought somebody else out, right? So the point is, you know what I'm saying, that building that stability, right, in our community requires us to rethink some of the shit that we've been told. It requires us to put up those paradigms. We need to get out the mind state that there's something wrong with me living with my parents, or my parents living with me, or living in a house with 3 generations, especially when it's big enough. See, but you got to look at how they build these houses now. They build these houses now so that only one family can stay in them. That's by design. Because they know, because think about this. Think about this. Do you know that there are proven health benefits to being around family? Well, most family. There's health benefits to living in a community. If the community is healthy, people are healthy. In Malcolm Gladwell's book, Outliers, those of you that got the book, read the beginning chapter. Read the very first chapter, not the one where he gets into outliers, where he start talking about the hockey. No, read the one before that, where he talks about the town where it's titled something like the town where nobody died from disease. People was just dying from old age, and they couldn't figure out why these people from Italy were dying from just old age. There was no hypertension. There was no cancer. There was none of the shit that was plaguing the rest of the world in this community. And they traced it back to how these people was living and how the community was, how the community kept people alive. Right? You know what I'm saying? And that's what you know what I'm saying? And the piece that I'm saying is, that's what I believe in. I honestly believe that that what we have as black people, right, is ailing because we don't live by each other. And we don't live in situations where we can't control it. Because think about this. The stress that come upon people that have to pay rent every month. I know I'm kind of off. But to believe in something and not live it is dishonest. A lot of people talk this community shit, but they really don't believe in it. A lot of people talk this black power shit, but they really don't believe it. A lot of people talk this black political shit, but they really don't believe it. A lot of people talk black economics, but they really don't believe it. They talk it, but they don't live it. You know what I'm saying? They talk it. Not only don't they live it, they don't believe the shit. And you can just see it in their actions. See, because one of the things that I learned from the Bible, right? You know what I'm saying? Judge a tree by its fruits. What's your fruits? I fall out with a lot of people, but nobody can question my fruits. You know what I'm saying? I might make a lot of people mad, but nobody could question my fruit or my commitment or how I live my life. How about you? You know what I'm saying? Are you saying one thing and doing something else? Are you saying one thing and going and working someplace that you just got done talking against? Listen, to believe in something and not live it is dishonest. Stop being dishonest. Honesty, honor. Honor is within the word honesty. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest, because when we look at the word honor, because that's one of the words, honor, loyalty, and sacrifice. That's some of the principles of Gye-Nyame, honor, right? To honor something is to place it above, right? Right? And I tell y'all this all the time. When you walk in a courtroom, you walk into a place where you call somebody your honor. And in order to call them your honor, you have to look up at them. Where you sit is below him. To honor something is a place it above. Symbolically, they be fucking with you. You just don't, because you don't read symbols. You're not symbol literate, so you can't see the symbolism. Right? This is why when you walk into your boss's office, a lot of times, especially in corporate America, your boss's chair, your boss's desk is always bigger than yours. And when you sit, your seat is always lower than his because he has strategically placed himself in a symbolic place where you have to honor him because you have to look up to him. And in you looking up to him, that puts your body in a position to where psychically, right, you are put in a dominated position. A lower position in him, psychologically. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not conscious of it, you can't combat it. You like, dang, I was going to tell that motherfucker I needed a raise, but for some reason, my voice just left me. I practiced it all night. I couldn't do it. Right? We got to start placing ourselves. See, because we got to start placing ourselves a little bit higher. We got to place ourselves above some of the shit that we're involved with. Because when we start doing that, we're able to look at what we do a little bit different. You're never going to stop smoking until you can place yourself above the cigarette. You're never going to stop eating as much food as you eat to lose weight until you place yourself above it so that you can really look at it. Sometimes we got to lift ourselves up so that we can look down, so that we can really see what's going on around us. You know, our ancestors say you can't see the forest for the trees. That's why to get your location, when you're lost in the woods, you climb up a tree so that you can get above everything and try to see what you can see from a different perspective. So to be dishonest is basically to put yourself in a lower position. Why? Because you say one thing, but you do another. Your word is not your bond. Your word is not something that you raise above. Your word is not something worth raising up above you. So you just speak it. You're dishonest. You're not being honest about it. You're not honoring what flows out your mouth, because your mouth is a tool of creation. You don't even understand that. In the beginning was the Word was God. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't understand that shit. In the beginning, God said, you know what I'm saying? And we just be creating all types of fuckery as we speak, because some of you such liars. I'm sorry. God damn it. Hey! That's right. Some of y'all on that fuckery. Y'all on that fuckery, yup. Fuckery, buffoonery, and white magic. Fuckery, buffoonery, and white magic. And you don't even know that you're throwing it out your mouth every time you sit up there and tell a lie. Every time you are dishonest. Every time you are talking about you believing something, but you're not able to live it. You know, I'm not perfect. Living your principles doesn't require you to be perfect. Let me say that again. Living your principles, standing on principle, does not require you to be perfect. It requires you to honor yourself. But I guess you don't understand that, you dishonorable motherfucker. Or fatherfucker. Your choice. I'm sorry. All right. Woo! Man. All right, man. All right, we're going to do this last one. I'm going to let y'all go. You know, I don't know what got into me. Because listen, because I'm going off in the morning. I will be up at 5. I might get up a little bit earlier because I got some shit because this news is just pissing me off. I got to work and it was on my timeline, so I want to get all of it off my timeline. I want to get everybody caught up, right? All right, you cannot sit on the road to success. If you do, you will get run over. A lot of us, we get on the path that we was born to walk. See, because a lot of us, because this, like I told y'all before, the way the world is designed right now is to get us off the road that we was born to walk and put you on the road of man. See, most of us are on the road of man because we were told we had to do something, and because we were told we had to do it, we follow exactly what people said we had to do. So many of us gave up our dreams and started pursuing what other people said we should pursue. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, instead of pursuing my passion, I started pursuing money. You know what I'm saying? I allowed the peer pressure and what other people thought determine what career I was going to go in at first. To eventually, I got so deep into college, I said, man, I just want to get out. So I settled for what I could graduate with and got the fuck out. Rather than focusing on what I want to do. What you really want to do, Brother Hatim? I wanted to be a philosopher or a scientist. Bruce Lee was a philosopher. You know what I'm saying? And to me, a philosopher and a scientist are pretty similar. So I wanted to be a philosopher, but I couldn't go to Thanksgiving dinner and sit down and talk with my family and tell them I was going to be a philosopher, because you know what the next question would be? And we need to stop this with our kids. Well, what's going to be? What job you going to get with that? Oh, negative ass. You know what I'm saying? You mad because you laid down on the road to success, and motherfuckers is not only running you over, running past your ass. So the first thing you ask a young person when they are enthusiastic about pursuing their dreams, is what John you gonna get with that? You know, we got to check each other about that, because we got to let these young people dream. Because think about this, and I know a lot of y'all is like, you only get one life. And you got to hurry up and get to what you want. You got to establish yourself. Right? How many of y'all out there know older folks that did everything that they was told they were supposed to do? They lived somebody else's life their whole life, got all the way almost to retirement, did 2008 hit. These people have spent 20 and 30 years pursuing what it was they was told they were supposed to do, didn't pursue their dream, and all of a sudden, because you got some greedy fuckers that was just about getting money on Wall Street, they lost everything. Or at least, let's say 50% of their portfolio. Let's say 30% of the portfolio that they were saving up to retire from. So now they got to work another 10 years to make that money up. And now they're so used to working somewhere that they don't like, that they might as well just keep on working there. You know what I'm saying? That's called settling. That's called settling. And I'm not with that for any of y'all. Do you? Alright. So don't sit down on the road to success. Most of us, and sitting down on the road to success means that a lot of us, we start pursuing our dream. As soon as it starts getting a little bit hard, we sit down on the road. And then wonder why people keep stepping. Hey man, why you stepping on me? Why you sitting on the road? Fuck up out my way. Alright, hey. This is Brother Hot Tim. This was day 87 of Travel Quotes. We're going to keep it moving tomorrow. I'm going to shoot at y'all with A, E, O, O, O on, I think it's 317. See, I can't see my watch. I'm getting old. All right. So, yo, this is Brother Hot Tim. It was a pleasure talking with y'all. Remember, your hustle builds muscle. Continue to hustle. All right? And let's keep it moving. Hey, thanks for listening to the journey. And with that, I say, peace.